No, I never dreamed that my career would end up hitting a place where the record company would approach me and say, it's time for your greatest hits, and I'm going, really? Well, I didn't think it was over. This is quite fast, this whole career I've had. I never did dream that I would be part of a greatest hits project so soon in my career. However, the record company definitely, and the stats have showed me that I guess I have made quite a few songs that are quite successful. So, you know, the demand for something like this is out there. You know what? I do kind of feel like I just wrote the songs, and then sometimes I feel like it was so long ago, and when I say 5 years ago, it doesn't seem that long ago. But at the same time, I love the songs that I wrote 5 years ago. I don't feel disconnected from them at all, even though I'm not really writing I'm Out of Love songs anymore. I'm writing Pieces of a Dream song, and I'm writing Left Outside Alone and Sick and Tired songs musically. So my music has matured, but I don't hate where I came from in the place that I was at when I first started writing songs. I had no idea that I was going to write as much as I did on my first album. And I'm Out of Love was a song that I had written with Louis Bianchianello and Sam Waters, and a lovely gentleman to produce this song, yet I didn't really think that what I was writing was anything of a hit, because I'd never really been part of understanding what a hit was or really understanding the writing process. I was very new to all of that. I wrote the song, I enjoyed it, I thought it was fun, but I don't know that I really felt, yeah, this is it. I think nowadays I can tell what a good song is, more than I could at the very first onset of starting to write songs. The first album I just was writing to write. And, you know, as nice as the songs were, I don't know that I really could have been connected to what a hit was. When I first started writing for the first album, I think it was just, I'm grateful they're allowing me to put my words on a piece of paper, and they believe in me enough that maybe I have something to say that people want to hear on the radio. I didn't know if it was going to work, and I didn't know how many songs that I was going to be part of. I mean, a couple would have been nice, but it ended up that 75% of the album ended up being stuff I wrote, and then albums to come, I end up writing practically every single song on the album.
Do you ever get writer's block?
You know what? When I write songs for an album, I pretty much only write enough songs for the album, and then a few extra songs end up being B-songs for the B-sides of singles. So for me, I've only really ever written about 16 songs when writing my album. I never get to 40. I don't think I ever could, because I do fall into this, like, you know, I'm writing the same thing. After about 16 songs, I feel like I'm a repeat offender. You know, oh my God, I've written 12 I'm Out of Loves. You know, it's like it gets a little out of control. So I don't know how people can write so many songs. Fascinated by that, but maybe because I'm writing for me. Maybe producers are different because they work with different artists and they get inspired different ways. But for me as an artist, I don't think that I could write as much. I don't have to be in any particular mood. I just have to feel that I'm ready to express feelings, whatever they will be. I don't really ever know what they are, but I like to experience some life experiences, whether it's a lot of work or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be anything particular, anything serious or happy or sad. I just have to have some time in between writing albums so that I can feel like new ideas can come to the table, new creativity.
So that you can live in order to record.
Yeah, I believe that it's not that what I'm saying isn't what I said on the last album, because, you know, I'm Out of Love, is Paid My Dues, is Left Outside Alone. They're all saying the same thing, really. But they are able to be improved musically. I'm able to have a different ear because time has cured that, and, you know, in time you start to ferment and get the little sauces going in your spirit to learn more about who you are as an artist. And that's kind of like, for me, how the last album, the Anastacia album, really became more of an album that represented who I was, because I was able to take the leap as an artist artistically and go for the music I thought really would be more of my sound. You know, I've been an artist that when I first came out, people would ask me what kind of music do I do, and I really didn't know how to say what kind of music I did. So half the time when I'd read articles that people would write, they'd say the soul, pop, rock, star, you know, everything, every genre of music, reggae, blah, 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 blah. They'd throw every genre of music into the description of who I was as a singer, instead of the rock chick or the soul chick or the pop star or the, you know, R&B girl. So for me, I said, where's my place? On the third album, I said, where could I go? What could I say is my music? Because I want to have a style of music, but I don't know that I have one. So I wanted to create one. And the fusion of certain music sounds are what really encompasses what I do. I can't run away from the soul in my voice. I don't want to run away from the hard guitars that I like to have in songs, because their energy makes my voice have more energy. And I love a good pop hook. I love a good catchy, jingly kind of chorus that makes you anthemically want to sing it. So there comes the pop. So for me, my sound becomes now this soul, pop, rock thing, but that's three big words that I don't want to have to go for. So I just took a couple of letters from each word and said sprock. So, and to me, it's a kind of cool word. It's kind of sassy, it's tough, sexy, but, you know, but attitude. I can't just call myself a rock artist, because I'm no Aerosmith, I'm no Chili Peppers, and so for me, it's kind of like I fall into a rock category, yet it's not 100%. I'm more of a soul pop chick, but it's not soul. It's just how I sing. In my career, I've been pushed into R&B directions, but I never really clicked to want to sing R&B all the time. I can sing an R&B song, I can sing a duet with someone, I can sing a song for an off-chance soundtrack or something, but I don't really feel that R&B music on a, you know, unit of only singing that for me as an artist would make sense for my music. So,
because you're a one-off.
Because I think that I am more than just R&B, so I can't just sing R&B, because then I'd be compromising the other parts of who I am, which is a soulful, you know, the soulful part of me is where the R&B comes, but I'm a pop chick and I'm a rock girl. So those two other parts are really big dynamic parts of who I am as well.